Hi, I'm Rylie.
And I'm Cami.
And today we're talking about our immigration system. So what is immigration? Immigration is the action of moving to a different country permanently.
In other words, it means that you go from one place to another. Did you know, in 2012, roughly 500,000 immigrants came into the U.S.? Well, if you didn't, now you know. Well, the real question is, how does this affect our country? Here are the pros and cons of immigration to the U.S. One con about immigration is that we have to spend $13 million a year on it.
One pro is that we can help families start a new life.
When people hear the word Mexico, they usually think about immigration. But the reality is, many people come into our country. It's just that Mexico is the closest. There's 5% in the Philippines, 5% in China, 5% in India, 28% in Mexico, 2% in the Dominican Republic, 3% in South Korea, 3% in Cuba, 3% in Vietnam, and 3% in El Salvador.
In order to understand the situation, we have to look at it from both sides. Is immigration.
Okay.
And we want to get different people's perspectives on it.
Okay.
So what do you think about immigration?
So has it been broken for a while?
Yeah,
the process of immigrating? I feel that people come to America because ultimately they believe in the power of the American dream and they want a better life for themselves and for their family.
What do you think is the proper criteria to determine if an individual should come to the U.S.?
I think that they need to have all of the current and correct paperwork in order to immigrate to a new country. And in order to come into the U.S., I'm not quite sure what the specifics on that are. I think that as a family or as an individual, they need a plan, some sort of a job or career that they plan on entering into, a plan to support their family, a plan for housing, a budget to be able to sustain themselves and take care of themselves in this country.
Do you agree with Donald Trump's to build a wall idea?
I do not.
Okay, why not?
Well, I think that idea fundamentally goes against what our country was built on. All of our families were immigrants at some point or another into this country, and we all have the opportunities that we have now because our families wanted a better life for us. So to take a step backwards in history and now say, you cannot come to America, our doors are closed, completely defeats what that country was built on.
If he did go through with the idea, who do you think would pay for the wall?
Probably taxpayers' dollars.
Right, thank you. How do you feel about illegal immigrants in America?
Well, there's actually two different type of illegal. There's some that have done criminals, and then there's some that are just nice and haven't done anything bad on their record. So I think they should kind of just take out the ones who have done crimes and not the others.
Why do you think there are so many today?
Probably because they want a better future or a better job or for their children.
How do you feel about immigration in general?
To me, it's not. I really don't mind it, because I actually have some family members that have gone through it, so
Do you agree with Donald Trump's build a wall idea? Why or why not?
I don't agree with it because I don't really see the point to do it. I know probably some immigrants will probably still get through it.
Who do you think would pay for the wall?
I think if it's his idea, he should pay for it. Like, it's not like anyone else's idea and like reason to pay for it.
Alright, thank you.
Rylie and I asked a bunch of people how to describe our immigration system in one word, and this is what our community came up with.
Deceiving.
Contentious.
Unenforced.
Broken.
Horrible.
Tragic.
Flawed.
Unorganized.
Complex.
Illogical.
Confusing.
Unfair.
Disastrous.
We're all immigrants.
Illegal immigration is a really big problem today, so I think we need to fix it really fast. Personally, Rylie and I think we need a better solution than a wall. A wall is basically just separating us. I don't think that's going to help. It's blocking opportunities that other families could have. I think that this goes against what America stands for. So another solution would be great. One solution I think is that everyone who's coming into America should have a card. And on that card, they would show if you've done any illegal things or committed crimes, and you get a strike on your card. But in 5 years, you have a chance to take that strike off your card. I think that's pretty fair. It's basically giving everyone a chance to get right with the law. But you must show us that we are working and being successful, and that's what we need in America today. Oh, and I have to say one more thing. Remember, like Obama once said, we were all once strangers too.